Hey there, I am JB and we're here of course with some more RoadCraft. Now the first objective I would like to do is bring this truck all the way to the town, and maybe I won't make it and I'm going to have a rescue vehicle because there is a little bit of off-roading going on in order to get to this place. And I've also seen the one and only quickest route to go to this place is actually, well, by going off-road down here, go up here and then take the side route into town and go around. Alright, so meanwhile I was bringing these guys down here at the meeting point, I was actually still looking around to see how could I have done it different. And I think in the future there is something that I would like to do in order to save me a lot of driving around and or needing to use double vehicles. And basically I could have done down here, fix up the bridge, then go up here this long road. There are a couple of little bumps here with sand, but that's not too difficult to actually get rid of, and just pave it. Go up here and then we are in town, and then from town we can go actually in here and then, you know, see how we can get to this road easily. So I have like more of a direct connection this way rather than needing to drive all the way around like this. So I might want to take a little look at that to see what can I do for the best, because, well, it would actually be nice if we have something going on like this rather than having to go and drive around, right? But let's just first do this down here, and if I would make a road here, then I want to connect it up to where I'm standing right now because it's mostly straight. If I do it over there, it goes down instantly, so it's way more handy to connect things up at straight point than of course at incline points. I don't want to always follow the rules of you know, need to go via the road instantly. Anyways, we need to get this thing to town, and I already knew, well, it's not gonna happen doing this alone with this guy. Yeah, but you know, I've chosen this time to use the mule because I have not really been using the mule as a rescue vehicle just yet. This thing is a little more capable. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Need to get this thing a little bit closer apparently, like that. Turn on towing, and there we go. Yeah, we just need that a little bit of a boost in order to get forward, or at least right now. Alright, so I've reached town, and this is indeed a super fishy way to go with this trailer. It's very steep, very narrow at certain spots, so yeah, I'm definitely going to find a good solution for the future. Now I also just want to say it's almost September, which means, well, the DLC will be there sooner or later, and what I don't want to do is rush this game, right? I just want to enjoy this game. Now the thing here is, I have two very good reasons to do the DLC before, let's say, you know, finishing the main game. And basically reason number one is kind of logic if it's about content creator stuff, and that is that people really want to see, hey, what is this new stuff all about? So if I'm not even done with this map, I will start the DLC. And, you know, once the DLC is finished, which is 2 maps, I will continue this map again. And on this way, I'm not being rushy and just enjoy the game. Alright, now before I continue explaining, let me just first see something else here. Oh yeah, I need to have enough supplies. I'm going to have 5 steel beams. JB, steel beam, this is the steel beam factory. I already have plenty. The only thing I'm going to need is a vehicle to transport the stuff with. Where are you? You're there? Okay, let's get in and then I'll let you know. Reason number 2 is more personally, that is when I see a title screen, because I am sure after seeing a screenshot that if I finish the last base game map, there will be a title screen. And once I see a title screen, it always makes me a bit sad that the whole game is finished. Now, of course, this game will receive a lot more DLCs in the future. I'm pretty sure about that because this game is pretty popular. People love it. And even SnowRunner recently received some more stuff. So even though the game would be finished, at some point. More will come in the future. Alright, I have learned from the last time. I need to bring the stuff to the base and not to a location. There we go. And then we can just complete the objective. Now, if you don't mind, I would first like to do some side objectives before the main objective. And in this one, what do we have to do? Which we have to do a convoy from here to right over there. Well, that wouldn't be too difficult. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is this section down here because, well, so I did make the road here because, well, these corners here are very, very sharp and, well, we all know how the AI vehicles will do. Yeah, that's a nice take it easy corner there. Alright, cool. So the next objective we are also going to do is liquidate the oil spills. Why not? We do also have a thing that needs to go here, so eventually, you know, once again, I'll bet there is an object that is here that needs to go there, right? What do I want to do? Drive all the way around? Take a little sneaky shortcut through the water, which, you know, is a fun challenge? No, I want to fix up that bridge. In this case, I'm going to find something, and I think I've seen it already, and yes, with this guy it's not going to work, but gladly. This is something that I'm going to get used to, is that I unlock the river base. Alright, there should be a yellow pump. I think I already see it behind the red building. Quite a big boy. These two beams, oh man, these things are worth a lot of steel. Should not forget about that. There we have it. Find the object, it's right here. Okay, and then it wants me to repair one pipe. Oh yeah, okay, so the pump needs to go there, and then I think that pipe needs to be fixed. That's not gonna be too big of an issue. Well, that just fits in perfectly onto the truck. I'm glad it's all spread evenly out. Let's bring this pump to where it needs to be, and yeah, then we're going to have one pipe. I'm actually wondering, is there not like another factory in the area? Yeah, it seems like I'm going to get it all the way from there. Ah, yes, this road also needs to be cleaned up. Holy moly, what a mess out here. Well, as long as, you know, I can get through it with my own vehicles, I'm less worried about it than when I need to do some convoying, right? Or maybe a semi-truck. Then again, I'm going to fix the between roads. Man, I got so much to do. It's fine. There's also something up there, which we will get to it at some point. Okay, we need to go down here. We will get there via... I think I need to get in here actually. That seems to be the most suitable piece of ground for that. Now I am thinking to do something smart. Sometimes I can do that, sometimes I horribly fail. But yeah, since the pipe factory is pretty far away, I should actually bring more than just one pipe and put the others actually in the river-based storage. There we go, perfect. Almost did like complete salto. Okay, I think I need to fix up that one, right? Is there any more for the future? Yeah, we have 2 here for the future and then 2 more here. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to stock up with stuff over there. Alright, now this is gonna be interesting because if I press on Z or Z, it will spawn and instantly despawn. So let's just spam the button, you know, for giggles. Yep, it took it all and it's now in the base. I mean, this easy is how it is, right? Now, I loaded up those beams and I think I just want to drop these beams and load up more pipes. And of course, we're also going to have steel beams, but you know, there are a lot of boats laying around. Alright, and so we have arrived. There should be 0 in here. Let me check. Okay, there is a little bit. Let's just keep that little bit in mind. And see how much this will give. 7. Not too bad, not too bad. Minus a little bit, so basically 6. Anyways, this means that we can take out more of these things. But now we got 29. Now that should definitely be enough in order to fulfill everything in this map. And now I just need to do the same thing, but then with the steel beams. Alright, I am here at the very first boat, and I believe there are 5. So one is down here at town. One of them is here at this bridge. One of them was down here at this pumping station, and 2 others are here. One of the pumping station is already down here, so let's bring them all to this spot and move them in at the same time. Man, I had a laughing blast when I got this second boat on here too. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? Holy moly. And you know, it's not too bad to drive as long as you don't pull up too fast. That's why I'm on low gear right now. Then it's all fine, but if you take it off low gear, yeah, you can make wheelies. Alright, there we go. We got 5 boats. You're going to put your thing out. There we go. Gee, that took a little while. Wakey, wakey, man. Alright, so now that is done. Yes, I should be switching, holding tab. Sometimes I forget that. So the first thing that I would like to do is, yeah, get this stuff out. I should actually be pressing Z. Oh, no worries about pressing F. One out, one in. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to slowly but surely spam this button here and then get everything out of this area. I don't want to go too quick because I don't want stuff to pile over the map. There we go. Beautiful. So it is 0 now, and with a tiny little bit extra. I'm not sure how much this is. Maybe it's going to be a little bit of a surprise though, because I can't really tell. Alright, that is number 5. How much? Okay, I think it's at least... Ah, man, 23. Ah, how much I'm gonna be off from this? Holy smokes. Double. I get off double. Man, that's a lot of steel beams though. And it's a little bit, so yeah, it is really what it was saying, that number of beams. So yeah, it's filling up very good. Alright, now I got 2 options. One, take one pipe out, pick it up with this guy, drive it all the way to Tokyo, or what I can also do is just go all the way to the base here, because it's now within the base. Retain the mule out here, deploy it here, and just take one out there. And that saves me a lot of driving. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Now what will happen? It's draining, and it's draining a lot faster than all the water that has been draining in the last couple of maps. Alright, cool. Ah, yes, look at this. Finally, we can crush the roads without sinking into this stuff here. And without needing to drive around. Geez, it's still pretty rough out here. 6 years later. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Alright, so we fixed this issue right down here, which is fantastic. This is still going just a little bit, and then we have, I believe, one more side objective. Bring help to the isolated households. Oh, look at that. Deliver a vehicle from here to there, which is not that crazy far away. It is, however, a non-off-road vehicle. Oh man, we get to drive up the stairs. Wow, that was awesome. That was the best action I've seen in years. Ah, look at that. It does have... what is that? All-terrain wheels?
I know it's an official mission and all, but still, you delivering that truck is probably the best part of the job for me. Getting to help out folks who are in a real bind.
Right, thank you for your addition on that one. Really appreciate it. Alright, slowly but surely. It does seem to be a bit of a hardened road out here. Oh, and there you have it. Not too bad, not too bad. Just a small little side objective. Which, oh, before we go in there, what do I get from this? 5 fuel and some experience points, sure. There we go. And we are now level 19. Wow, very good. Okay, yeah, that is that, right? Okay, activate the power substation near the port, which is all the way out here, which we're going to just need to bring 5 steel beams, right? Repair the pumping station, which is this one, okay. Right, and we need to do a little piping thing. Then we need to provide enough supplies to El Amir, which is this one from here to there. Okay, it seems like our next objective is really going to be in this down area, which we're going to need to cross the river a lot, right? And I already spoken about a certain road that I wanted to make and repair the bridge and just take care that we don't have to drive around for miles. So it really seems like we're going to need to work on that. Then find out what happened at the solar station. Now here's the thing. This is going to take a lot of time, right? Before this whole show is done, it's like 4 hours further ahead. So we need to save that up for the next episode. The thing that I do want to do is, you know, find out what happened at the solar station. And you know what? In this case, I paid for the vehicle. Let's use this. Show me that squirt, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, that whole area is down below. Sure. Let's just first check the one up there. Okay, so what happened? Huh? I mean, if there was a building down here, it's gone definitely. And then down here, Okay, I'm gonna tell us something. Okay, so what happened?
Okay. I think this place could still be somewhat useful, at least if we find a whole bunch of spare inverters somewhere. A quick search shows there's a shipment of the things sitting at your friendly port next door. Nice, right? Just one little catch. We don't know if the port itself is still in one piece. So could you go and check it out?
Right. Okay, so we have an objective to check out the port. We need to reach that one, and that one. Sure, we can do that. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, oh.
Good grief. I think there's a pattern here. When we don't know if something is okay or not, it always turns out smashed to pieces. Ah well, it's not like I'm surprised.
Okay. Yeah, it's one heck of a mess. Oh, is that a yellow door? No, a yellow door down here. No, this seems to be a good spot to stack up some containers that are in the way. We're not going to do that right now though. I'm going to check out this area here. Let's see if I can cram myself into tight spaces. Right, so this is a dead end. Well, actually, you know, I was thinking like, oh, is this one of these puzzles again? And then I'm like, nah, probably not. But then I see this down here. And the barrel, of course. But come on, get out of that thing. Nope. It could be the one barrel that I need to complete the whole game, you know? Okay, there is like this blue trailer there. There is a blue trailer here. Oh man, this map is so resourceful. If it's about like a lot of items and things to sell, it's crazy. Perfect. Alright, so now I need to get there, which I have been here already. I know, because I've been moving or trying to move up the green container with a car, so I could just pass through here and then anything else should be fine. Right. More fork trucks. And of course the ferry port. Now I need to go to the other side. Now instead of taking the screamer, I'm gonna take this guy since it's already on the other side. Alright. Oh. You're not done this yet.
Guess what's next on your menu? Cleaning up the mess. Yeah, you heard me right. You need to sweep the port to make it usable again. Take a bulldozer or a mobile crane and get those damaged containers and scattered pipes out of the way.
Oh, smackaroonies. Well, I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to end the episode here and I'll probably end up cleaning the port off camera, which the one thing I'm not going to do, I'll leave one item in there, so once we start up the next episode, the first thing I'll do is take the item out and then might get some dialogue and some new missions, and or what I would like to do, like I said, I would like to build that very important road to the town from the first base and from the town to the harbor, so we have like a direct connection and don't have to drive all the way around.